Hello friends and welcome to Yashasvi Bhava, a Loksatta initiative to help SSC students to learn with the help of video discussion and friends, as you know that your textbook is divided into 7 units and earlier you have already discussed about the question paper format. In that question paper format there will be 2 scene passages depending on your lessons, and these 17 lessons you are supposed to learn in details thoroughly so that you can excel yourself and score good marks. So I am going to deal with unit 2, that is people, and in that there are 3 lessons and 1 poem. The poem is the toys, which we are not going to have a discussion here. We will only concentrate on the lessons. So let us begin. Unit 2, people. In that first lesson is about Kalam and kids. This is very fantastic lesson where you will come across the geniusness of a person who also presided as the President of India, who has got the honor to be the President, being a scientist, and even have a great love for the kids or students. So in order to understand this lesson in detail, there are some points that will help you to understand this. First is that the strategic missile. This where Kalam was excellent. He has scored and he was excellent. Because of that he had made India a great success. The next is progress in aerospace. This was because of or due to the excellent work of Kalam only. And next, then government felt the need to use his talent. Even not only government but the cream layer of society, the scientists, even the intelligentsia of the people and the society, they also felt that Kalam's intelligence must be used for our country. And that's why government has appointed him as a principal scientific advisor in 1999. Then he was also given another post, chairman of TIFACE. Then what was the task? As a student you must understand these are the bullets only, and with the help of these bullets you can remember the whole lesson. The simple thing is that the simple question you are supposed to ask, what is this, why is this? If you keep on asking, then you will get the answer. And to make you understand in a better way, keep your book in front of you, keep the article in front of you, that will help you more. Then Mr. Kalam has developed the technology vision 2020, and that technology then turned into Indian Millennium Mission 2020. What is this mission? You can understand with a simple reading of textbook. What is this developed technology vision 2020? You can understand with the help of textbook. I am not going to explain everything in detail because you are supposed to understand it by yourself, because that will give you the chance to increase your vocabulary, that will give you chance to increase your understanding of the lesson and the pattern of sentences. These all must be known to you because you are going to write your paper by yourself. Then importance of science in improving society and nation. This was the main aim that Kalam has undertaken, and because of that he has focused on 5 sectors. And which are these 5 sectors? First is agriculture, then power, then education, healthcare, information and technology. These are the sectors he has chosen for using the importance of science. And after that he come to know that I must leave this place and go for teaching. So he joined Anna University. Why he joined, you will understand by reading the paragraph. After that he has set himself the target of meeting 1 lakh students. This is unique from the president's point of view, and his session always used to begin with a prayer, that he make every child to recite a prayer, and because of that prayer the child gets inspired, the child gets motivated to do something for the nation. And the most important and crucial part of this lesson is that his interaction with children. They are given in details, but this bullet will help you to understand how to remember the things. Only you remember the bullet, then the whole description you can easily understand. He interacted with various students, and in their interactions various good questions were asked, some silly questions were also asked, but he has given answer to every question. So this is one way of understanding the whole textbook. But my suggestion is that you please read the textbook, but do not read the translation, because translation may divert your attention. read the English textbook and the lesson properly. Once you may not be able to understand, but again and again the reading will help you understand. One more thing I would suggest, that read the one para, because one para has got the description of one idea. So this one idea, once you understand, then that idea, how it is linked with the next para, that you can easily understand. So the whole lesson is concentrated on the theme that how Kalam reacted with the kids. So this is the one lesson. I hope you have understood. Now we have understood the lesson, that is Kalam and kids. Now we will understand the second lesson, that is Bhaurav Patel, a social reformer. Again, this lesson is lengthy, but you can easily understand this lesson with the help of these bullets that I have specially brought for you. You may refer to the article that is published, and you may refer to the textbook also. And with the help of these small bullets, you can easily understand the whole lesson. First, when he was born, the simple question, when he was born, then the answer you will get, which is there in article, which is there in textbook. How was his father and what he has done for his siblings, that you can understand. Just simply ask how was his father and what was his family, the Jain family. With the help of such bullets, you can understand the first para. The next para tells us about the influence of Satyashodak Samaj and Jyotiba Phule, how these people has influenced Bhaurav Patel, how the writing of Jyotiba Phule influenced him. What exactly influence? Again, you can refer to the article and you can refer to the textbook. Then next para tells us about the clash with Anna Sahib Lathe. This is very important. Why there was a clash? Then again answer will come out that he did not listen to his order. What was his order? His order was not to attend a meeting of the Jyotiba Phule. Then what happened next? Then you may become curious, then refer to the article. Then episode of Queen Victoria statue defaced. This is again important, because of this defaced, he was Mr. Anna Sahib Lathe was charged, and then some culprits thought that as he had a clash with Bhaurav Patel, then they feel that Bhaurav Patel should come out as a witness against him, but Bhaurav simply refused it. Why he refused? Again, I would suggest that you read it properly, you can easily understand. Then somehow, as he refused to be a witness in this case, then these culprits have made the charges of theft to Bhaurav Patel, and he was arrested and placed behind the bar. When he was behind the bar, he was so stressed, he was so frustrated that he attempted to do a suicide, but somehow he managed to survive. Then later on, he worked as a salesman. This bullet is also important, because from here his life has absolutely changed. When he was working as a salesman in various categories, then he come to know that how was the society, and he feel that the aware of immense poverty and terrible ignorance. These two most important points that you can easily understand, because these points have touched him a lot, and then he felt that as they are not having a good education, that's why there is a poverty and there is a ignorance. So education is the solution. This was understood by Bhaurav Patel when he worked as a salesman. The next para tells us about how he established Rayat Shikshan Sanstha. This is the great sanstha that is working throughout the Maharashtra, not only Maharashtra but also India. They have got many branches which are imparting education. Then he firmly believed that hostels should be free of caste and creed. During his childhood, the hostels were dependent on the caste and creeds, but he firmly believed that there should not be hostel depending on caste. This para tells us, and most important, that Bhaurav Patel has witnessed one mammoth rally of Gandhiji, and he was very much impressed by his speech which he has delivered, and then he decided to go for Khadi. And what happened next, that again you can refer to the article and textbook and you will easily understand. So what he firmly believed, that every village should have a good school and a trained teacher. This point you must underline, because even now we are lacking the trained teachers. The trained teachers are very important. If the trained teachers are there in every village, then there will be a good education. As there will be a good education, then poverty and ignorance will be eradicated. So this is the sentence that you can underline. and much important that such a Herculean task he has undertaken. That's why he has been honored by University of Pune. And with this discussion we come to an end of the second lesson. Now we will move to the next lesson. We have already discussed the two lessons, and there is one more lesson, and very important lesson, because this tells us about hero and its heroism. The name of the lesson is Hero Worship. Hero, what is hero? There are 16 questions that are asked to Kapil Dev, one of the great Indian cricket player, and not only great Indian cricket player, but he was a very good human being, and he always feel that he must do something and he must serve his nation, and he has brought our nation the honor by winning the World Cup for the first time. So the same Kapil Dev has visited the Kargil place also. That's why he was very much liked by the people of India. Then we have a discussion on this 16 questions, and all these 16 questions are beautifully answered. The first question, that what is hero means to Kapil Dev. The next question is, what is heroism? Do you have the heroes in your mind? And what should be hero like? Like this, there are 16 questions. Now my suggestion is that you just read out one question and make your friend read out the answer, so that will help you to understand, and that will sound better, because if somebody asks you a question and then if somebody answers that, it is very good to listen to those answers, and as you are enacting this lesson, so that will give you more and more understanding. We have discussed all three lessons now, and the central idea and synopsis is in your head. Now let us try to understand these lessons from exam's point of view. This is one of the passages that I would request you to refer, as it is there in article also, and you can refer to the textbook. Please refer to textbook page number 41 and line number 1 to 19. So consider this as a passage, and how the passage is asked in the exam it is given. You are already aware about the format of the question paper. First, there are two questions, that is factual question. Factual means the fact is there in passage. You can simply understand it, especially the what, which, where, such type of questions are asked. They are called as a factual question because they just demand the fact which is there in a passage. Likewise, let us try to understand what made people in government that Kalam had a golden touch. You can easily answer this, as the textbook and the article is in front of you. You can go through it and find out the answer. Next is, what is growing feeling everywhere? Even this is simple question. Next is, who did know the work of Dr. Kalam? Again, this is simple question. And even, what did government offer Kalam in November 2002, as I have referred this to the principal post. And then next is, what is TIFAC? This you can easily answer. And what is the task of TIFAC? Even though I have taken few questions, but in your exam paper there will be only 2 questions. Remember, there will be only 2 questions. Why these questions I have taken? Again, this is most important, because when you are studying, it doesn't mean that you should take out only 2 questions. You can frame more and more questions. And what is the secret of success is that if you understand the technique of framing the question, then you can easily get the answer while reading out the passage. So that's why I have taken various questions. But in your exam paper, there will be only 2 questions, factual question carrying 2 marks. Next is complex factual question, where you have to understand the question and find the meaning by reading the whole paragraph or the passage given. How did Kalam contribute in the progress of India? Means in your paragraph you may understand how was he, what was his work, and then you have to put this into your words and then write down the answer. Next is, what did government feel? Now, as Kalam was doing his duty, then government also felt that it is their duty to assign some good task to him. That's why, what was government's opinion, that you can easily write. So these 2 questions are very simple, and you can easily score more and more marks with the help of this question. The C question is related with grammar, and this grammar are simply based on a textbook also. The given sentence will be from the para only, not outside the para. So like, the government offered him the post of principal scientific advisor. Change the voice. Change the voice again has got many rules, but we will just concentrate on this sentence only. The simple thing is that this is subject, that is the government, this is verb, that is offered, and this is object, him, object 1, and the post of principal scientific advisor is again the another object, so object number 2. So what is the first rule? Take object to the subject place. Then we will start the post of principal scientific advisor. Then use the past participle, that is was, because as offered is in past tense, you may write down was. The post of principal scientific advisor was offered, then use the verb offered to him by the government. This is the answer which you can easily write down. Let me repeat this. The government is the subject, offered is the verb, him is the object 1, and then the post of principal scientific advisor is object 2. So you may write down object at the subject place, that is the post of principal scientific advisor was offered to him by the government. This is the answer. Now next, not only but also, it's only once used. This C carries 2 marks. So sometime you may be given 2 sentences. TIFAC network with government as well as the financial institution. Use not only and but also. This indicates that there are 2 things which are connected by as well as. The simple thing is that remove as well as, and you may start that. The TIFAC network not only with government, remove as well as, and use but also the financial institution. Again I repeat, the TIFAC network not only with government but also the financial institution. So this question you need little more practice, which you will do, I certainly hope so. Now D question is related with the vocabulary questions. In that vocabulary there are various forms. Sometimes it is used that make noun, sometimes it is used that make verb, sometimes they may use the opposite words, sometimes they may use the similar meaning word. So here we have got the question related with making noun form. The strategic change into strategy, golden change into gold, visionary change into vision, scientific change into science. These are the this IC. This is called suffix, DA suffix, ARY suffix. You just remove this suffix, then it will get converted into noun. So these are somehow the question that with the help of your writing you can easily understand. Next is personal response question, that is what are the most admirable quality of Kalam? From my point of view, his quality may be different. From your point of view, his quality may be different. That's why this question is called as a personal response question. Means what you feel about Dr. Kalam, you may write down. You may begin like this: in my opinion, what I feel, what I like about Kalam is dash. First, he was very sincere. He had a great passion. He had a great love for the kids like this, and not only for the kids, but he had a great love for his country also. So like this you can read the passage and you can answer this question. So time allotment and time management plays very important role while writing this. You are supposed to write this whole answers of this whole passage within 15 to 20 minutes. Because within that minutes you have to read the passage, understand the passage, and not only understand but also write down in a proper and synchronized manner. I am sure you have enjoyed this video lesson, but I also feel that you might have got some queries or doubts. So I take this opportunity to clear your queries and doubt. You may contact us on loksatta.com, or you may also email us on Yashasvi Bhava, or your email will certainly answer, and whatever your queries will be answered. Thank you.